Today I'm working on a couple of refrigeration lines. As you can see right here, we've got a pair, and these go to the back air conditioner. And there are some horrible leaks down there that we've been trying to fix and have had no luck, so we decided to just cap them off so that we can have air conditioning in the front of the vehicle. And what I wanted to show you today was these little line terminators. These are just a cap with a flare fitting that you put on there, or a compression fitting, sorry. And it crimps down on the end and seals it off so that you don't have to deal with that part of the system any longer. Just wanted to show you real quick how to do that. Here are the pieces for the 3/4 inch line that I'm capping off today. You have 4 pieces. Your compression nut, brass piece that holds the rubber seal, and then the actual cap itself. And the order that you put this onto the line, pretty simple. You slide the nut on, then you put on the brass piece with the flare side toward the compression nut. This should be a nice tight fit, otherwise you know that it's not for that size. Also, make sure you clean off the outside of it. I just used a little bit of sandpaper, cleaned off the outside. Then after that, you put on your rubber seal, and you're supposed to put a little bit of oil on the rubber seal and on the pipe so that it doesn't get stuck on there. And then you push this on and push the rubber seal down in there and get it tightened on. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on real quick, and then we'll do that. I just got a little bit of oil on here, just kind of rubbing it around on there. Then I'll slide that rubber seal down a little. We'll press this back on. You can see how that's kind of just going to push together there. Now we can lower our nut on. And since this is aluminum, you'll want to be really careful when you're starting it, so you don't cross thread anything. Nice fine threads though, so it's fine and dandy. And just begin tightening that down. The size of the nuts on here, in this instance, are inch and a quarter, I think. But by hand, I'm just going to press that down in there about as far as I can. Okay, now we're spinning, so I'm going to have to get a couple of wrenches on there. Yep, inch and a quarter. And on the other side, I'm going to use a shorter crescent wrench. Should work fine. All right. So I'm just going to hold the bottom, the boxed end of the actual wrench, and then use the adjustable nut rounder, as one of my friends calls them, to crimp this down on here. And this is a compression fitting, so you want to go pretty tight. Don't go too crazy with it, but definitely get it tight. If you tighten it pretty tight and then put a little pressure into the system and see if it has a leak, you can always tighten it a little bit more. But there we go. I think that ought to be sufficient. Looks pretty good on the end there. And now all I got to do is cap this smaller one. One thing to note, if your system in the back has air conditioning and heating, then you'll have to be careful to watch out for these two lines, because these two have radiator fluid in them for the heat. They do not have refrigerant in them like these two. Of course, make sure your system has absolutely no pressure in it when you're going to be doing this, because you don't want to release that gas into the atmosphere. But I think that's about it. So I'm going to get the other little one, then I don't have to be under the van anymore. So anyway, talk to you later.